Welcome to this inspiring video on the routine that built Marcus Aurelius and the 8 powerful lessons from Stoicism. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share with your friends to spread these timeless teachings. In this video, we'll explore the daily habits and mindset that helped shape Marcus Aurelius into one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers and leaders. By applying these practical Stoic principles, you can cultivate resilience, wisdom, and inner peace in your own life. Let's discover how you too can embrace the Stoic way and transform your routine. Lessons 1. Start your day with reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings, often emphasized the importance of starting the day with reflection. He believed that by acknowledging the challenges and imperfections inherent in human nature, he could prepare his mind for the obstacles that would arise. Each morning, he would remind himself that he would encounter people who were rude, selfish, or dishonest, and that these behaviors were simply part of the human condition. By recognizing this in advance, Marcus was able to approach his interactions with calmness and understanding rather than frustration or anger. This daily reflection allowed him to adopt a mindset that was focused on acceptance and resilience. Instead of resisting or being taken by surprise by difficulties, Marcus embraced them as opportunities to practice virtue. He would mentally rehearse the situations he might face, preparing himself to respond with patience, empathy, and wisdom. Starting his day with reflection not only set the tone for his actions but also cultivated a sense of inner peace. Marcus understood that he could not control the actions of others, but he could control his reactions. By anticipating challenges and reflecting on his own thoughts and behavior, he ensured that he was ready to face each day with strength and stoic resolve. Lessons 2. Focus on what you can control. One of the central tenets of Stoicism, embraced by Marcus Aurelius, is the focus on what is within our control. In his meditations, Marcus constantly reminded himself to direct his energy toward his own thoughts and actions, rather than becoming consumed by external events that were beyond his influence. For him, this was a key to maintaining tranquility and clarity of mind in a chaotic world. Marcus understood that while he couldn't control the behavior of others, the outcome of battles, or the state of the empire, he could control how he responded to these circumstances. He focused on cultivating inner virtues such as wisdom, courage, and temperance, which could guide his actions, regardless of the external challenges he faced. This Stoic approach helped Marcus avoid unnecessary stress and frustration. By accepting that external events are often outside our control, we can free ourselves from the burden of trying to change them. Instead, we invest our energy in what we can influence: our reactions, choices, and mindset. For Marcus, this practice not only helped him as an emperor but also as an individual striving for self-improvement. By letting go of the need to control everything, he was able to live a life of greater peace and purpose. Lessons 3. Practice gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, frequently practiced gratitude as a key component of his Stoic philosophy. He understood that cultivating a mindset of appreciation was essential for maintaining inner peace and contentment, especially amid the challenges of his role as emperor. By consciously reflecting on the blessings in his life, whether it was his family, his health, or the opportunities to grow in wisdom, he fostered a sense of gratitude that helped him remain grounded. Aurelius made it a habit to appreciate the people around him, even those whose actions were not always admirable. He recognized that each person, with their flaws, had a role to play in his life and growth. Instead of focusing on grievances, he would often remind himself of the good things he had: his ability to think, his ability to choose his reactions, and the lessons life continually offered. This gratitude didn't just extend to people. Marcus also expressed thanks for the natural world and its cycles. By shifting his focus to what was good and valuable, Aurelius found that it became easier to let go of dissatisfaction and regret. This mindset of appreciation allowed him to live a more balanced, peaceful life, regardless of external circumstances. Lessons 4. Embrace adversity as opportunity. In Stoicism, adversity is not viewed as something to fear or avoid, but rather as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius embodied this mindset throughout his life and reign. He believed that every challenge, whether personal, professional, or external, was a chance to practice virtue, refine character, and build resilience. Marcus often wrote in his meditations that obstacles were not impediments to happiness, but essential components of a meaningful life. He understood that it was through facing difficulties with wisdom, courage, and patience that true virtue could be cultivated. For instance, dealing with difficult people or situations provided him the opportunity to practice tolerance and understanding. Hardships, whether in his personal relationships or in his role as emperor, were seen as tests that could strengthen his resolve and deepen his character. Rather than seeing adversity as a source of frustration, Marcus embraced it as a way to develop qualities like fortitude, perseverance, and equanimity. By reframing challenges in this way, he could face them without fear or resentment. This mindset allowed Marcus to remain composed and steadfast, even in the most difficult circumstances, and to grow wiser through every experience, transforming obstacles into stepping stones for personal and philosophical growth. Lesson 6. Keep your mind clear and disciplined. For Marcus Aurelius, mental clarity was an essential part of living a virtuous and effective life. As an emperor facing numerous challenges, he understood that a clear and disciplined mind was crucial for making sound decisions, maintaining inner peace, and leading with wisdom. To achieve this, he practiced strict self-discipline to avoid distractions and mental clutter. Marcus often reflected on the importance of focusing on the present moment and not letting his thoughts wander aimlessly. He knew that a mind clouded by distractions or unnecessary worries could lead to poor judgment and emotional turmoil. By intentionally cultivating a focused mind, he could approach challenges with rationality and calmness, rather than reacting impulsively or being overwhelmed by external circumstances. His discipline extended to his habits as well. Marcus structured his days to include time for reflection, study, and self-improvement, ensuring that his mind remained sharp and aligned with his Stoic values. He valued solitude and silence, which allowed him the space to think deeply and make decisions that were guided by wisdom, rather than external pressures. Through this commitment to mental clarity and discipline, Marcus was able to lead effectively, stay grounded in his principles, and navigate the complexities of his life with clarity and purpose. Lesson 7. Live according to nature. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to live in harmony with nature, and Marcus Aurelius deeply embraced this principle. To live according to nature means recognizing the natural order of the world and accepting it as it is, without resistance or unnecessary struggle. For Marcus, this meant understanding both the external world and the inner workings of the human mind, and aligning his actions with the rational flow of the universe. Marcus often reflected on the idea that everything, including human life, operates within a larger, interconnected system. Just as the body has its natural processes, so too does society and the world at large. He saw that the universe itself follows a rational structure, and to live well was to understand one's role within it. This perspective allowed him to accept the impermanence of life and the inevitability of challenges, understanding that these were natural aspects of existence, not things to resist. In his daily life, Marcus sought to act in ways that were consistent with virtue, which he saw as aligned with nature's order. Whether dealing with others or making decisions, he aimed to live with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, trusting that these virtues were in tune with the natural world. By accepting life as it is, he found peace and purpose, no matter the external circumstances. Lessons 8. Cultivate virtue above all. For Marcus Aurelius, the pursuit of virtue was the ultimate goal of life. He believed that living a virtuous life, one grounded in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, was the path to true fulfillment and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. In his meditations, he often reflected on how each moment provided an opportunity to practice these virtues, even in the face of adversity. Marcus viewed wisdom as the ability to understand what is truly important, and to act with clarity and reason. Courage was not just about physical bravery but about standing firm in one's principles, even when faced with hardship. Justice, for Marcus, meant treating others with fairness and integrity, and temperance involved practicing self-control, avoiding excess in thoughts, emotions, and desires. Above all, Marcus saw virtue as a source of inner strength. Unlike external achievements, wealth, or power, things that could be lost, virtue was something that could not be taken away. It was a quality that came from within, cultivated through deliberate action and mindful reflection. For Marcus, living a life of virtue ensured that no matter what life threw his way, he would remain steadfast, content, and at peace, anchored by the values that truly mattered. Conclusion. In conclusion, Marcus Aurelius's Stoic principles offer timeless wisdom for navigating life with resilience, clarity, and purpose. By starting each day with reflection, focusing on what can be controlled, embracing adversity as an opportunity, practicing gratitude, engaging in daily self-examination, and living in harmony with nature, Marcus cultivated a life of virtue. For him, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance were the cornerstones of fulfillment. His example shows that true peace and contentment come not from external success, but from within, through consistent self-discipline and a commitment to living in accordance with one's values.